rolling. Hey, I'm so glad that you showed up for One Take on Joy because I have 3 questions just for you, so I hope you feel like sharing. Number 1, what's your thing? Like, what is the one thing that fills your joy bucket to the top every single time without fail? What's your thing? Number 2, how long has it been since you've experienced that thing, that joy bucket filler? How long has it actually been? And number 3, why are you waiting? Hey, I'm Robin Shear of Joy to the World Coaching, and we are shooting outside for the first time today because I wanted to show you my thing. So I want you to know that I have not been able to ride my bike for a very long time. And if you've seen my videos lately, you know that it's because I've been recovering from a head injury. Side note, I'd like to thank you for your prayers, your thoughts, your words of encouragement. You have been amazing. No surprise. So back to the story. I was thinking about today the joy that it would bring me to actually get on my bike again for the first time since my head injury, and a few months before that because it was wintertime when I was injured. So I decided, you know what, the day has come and I am going to try. And the reason that I'm sharing this story with you is because my guess is there are reasons why you have not done your thing. Something is holding you back. I wonder what it is. You know, earlier when I asked you what your thing was, my guess is something came to mind. You know, I'm talking about the kind of thing that you can have without limits. The kind of thing that, you know, doesn't require money, doesn't require a ton of time, doesn't require a whole lot of hoopla, but something that brings joy to you without fail every single time. What was your thing? What came to mind for you? Because I could sit here all day and tell you stories about how great it was to be back on my bike, and it was. But this is really about what you're doing regarding your own joy bucket. What goes into your joy bucket? What are the things, or even just one thing, that make you feel like the most you-iest version of you? And what are you doing about it? Like, when is the last time that you experienced that thing? My guess is it may have been a little while. And sometimes it just takes a little push, a little nudge to reframe your thinking and get back on track again. Thus this video. This is the entire point of the video today. It's not about me having fun on my bike. It's about you filling your joy bucket up so that you feel great and so that it overflows. Because let's be honest, the world needs it. The world needs more joy, and joy is contagious. And I really think that, you know, we are in a position to not only fill up our own joy buckets, but to help other people fill theirs up as well. And I'm pretty doggone sure it makes a big difference. I have to tell you a quick story. So just now, before I sat down to shoot this video, I was on a coaching call with one of my joy coaching clients. And this fabulous lady I was talking to, you know, we were having this conversation about what brings joy to her. And suddenly, in the middle of the call, it occurred to her that being outside brings joy to her. So you know what she did? She jumped up, she grabbed her laptop, and she just headed out onto her front porch, and she sat down on her rocking chair, and she's got this laptop on her knees while she's rocking back and forth. So, you know, I've got this great view, but she was having a ball. And I thought it was so wonderful how she not only recognized that something would bring her joy, but she did something about it. And I wanted to share that with you because it's such a simple example. You know, I think sometimes we make way too big of a deal out of things. And it can be as simple as a bike ride, moving outside, picking up the phone and calling a loved one, taking a nap, right? It can be anything. But sometimes we need to just stop the madness and ask yourself the question, what is my thing? And then the next question is, how long has it been since I've experienced my thing? And then you have to always go deeper and ask yourself, why? Why am I waiting? What am I waiting for? And this is something that only you can answer. And I would really love for you to actually do that in the comments. I think the more we talk about this, the more we can encourage other people. So today when I'm on my bike, I was at this gorgeous, beautiful nature preserve near our house. And my husband knows me so well, he literally bought me a year-long pass to go biking in this place because he knows how much I've been missing biking. And today was the day that I decided, yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. And they had this flat spot, this flat path that I could take, nothing on the road, nothing really hilly, nothing really scary. Had my helmet on, and I'm all excited. I got my bike off of the bike rack, which was a feat in and of itself. And I got on my bike, and before I actually started riding, I took a selfie, which I'll show you, and I sent this to my kids and my husband, and I was like so excited to be back on my bike again. It felt like a class reunion. And I went to pedal, and wouldn't you know, the chain was off. And it made this big sound. And I just laughed out loud because I felt like it fell into the God has a sense of humor category, And so I just laughed out loud and I said, "Are you kidding me right now?" And so I got off my bike and I got the chain back on, I got grease and crap all over my hands. And so I was wiping it off in the grass like it wasn't going to stop me, Got back on my bike, my helmet's on, my music's playing in my ears, I'm all excited. I start pedaling and I realized only one of my two brakes was attached. And I was like, "Are you joking me?" And so I laughed out loud and I said, "I know that you're funny," to God. And I turned around and there's this lady right by her car. And I didn't even know that other people were in this parking lot, but it was just a fun moment. So I get on my bike, I fixed my brakes. Get on my bike. I'm having this great time. It just felt so good to be out again. And it was like the wind was blowing, the blue was bluer, and the greens were greener, and everything was just amazing. And I had tears rolling down my face, and they were landing on my knees. I'm just pedaling along, and I'm listening to my music. And in the moment, the song that I had on was "Great is Thy Faithfulness." And I thought, isn't that true? Great is thy faithfulness. Like God was faithful to me when I was on my back and couldn't even turn on my computer. And he was faithful to me today when he allowed me a great joy of getting back on my bike and moving forward. And so I was thinking about you and whether or not you're doing the same thing and whether or not maybe just a minute to stop and reflect would be helpful. So I hope that it was. I would really love to hear what kinds of things bring joy to you and what you're doing about it. So if you would do me a favor and share that with me in the comments, or join my group and share in the joy bucket, which is where we all talk about joy all the time. Either way, I want you to share it with us or with somebody else and encourage somebody else to seek joy today. So I hope that you're doing well. Again, I want to thank you for being so wonderful to me in my time of need. And I really look forward to seeing you again. And so until next time, go forth and be joyful.